Hi friends, it's Simone. Welcome to another Journal with Me video in my Hobonichi Weeks. I am creating week number 2 of 2021. So this is only the second full spread that I am making in this Hobonichi Weeks. You just saw me pull out this printed image of this night sky window. This is from Sissy's Art Cafe out of this folder, and everything you would just see me doing has changed. I have created a different way of organizing, but the idea behind it is still the same. Um, in that folder, I keep all the things that I receive in Happy Mail, be it because I purchased it myself or because one of my pen pals or friends has sent it to me. I just want to make sure that I use the things that come into my house. I don't want to, just like this huge box with little teeny tiny ephemera bits and pieces, um, I don't want to have them in that box. I want to get them onto paper. And so the idea is that I I actually have it and I will share it with you in a future video. I am creating little packages. Um, so when you send me something and you put something into your envelope, then I am putting that into a bag, something, and add it to this folder. And then when I'm working my way through creating the spreads and I get to that specific envelope, then I will pull it out and then I will use everything that is inside um, to create a weekly spread in my Hobonichi Weeks. And it's so fun because it is making me branch out from the same old, same old. Here you can see I'm still working on the right side, making a pretty cluster, and that is totally fine. I love making these clusters, but I'm kind of sick of doing the same thing over and over again just with different stickers. I in 2018, I believe, I had a traveler's notebook weekly insert that had vertical columns, and I did the same thing. Every week I created a spread documenting how my week went and what I did every week, but I used different supplies. So each week turned out really differently from the other one, which is, on the one hand, yes, it is very challenging and it is a fun challenge to make, but obviously if I'm not in the mood to doing that, if I'm not in the mood to changing things up, I'm totally fine with going with my old recipe of creating a cluster on the right and journaling, documenting on the left. I'm just it just I remembered that I did that, and I was really tempted to actually go back to that format and style because I thought I couldn't do this in a Hobonichi Weeks. Turns out I'm wrong. You will see that in the upcoming videos. I am actually caught up. Today is February 11th, so this is the next video that you will see on Saturday, the 13th, which is we are currently in week 6, and I'm all caught up with I finished week 5, so I am staying on top of this, and that's exactly the fun thing about these journaling videos. It keeps me accountable. I want to make them for myself mostly because I just really like making them and filming along this process. I hope it inspires you. It definitely doesn't attract as many viewers as other videos do, but that is totally fine. I really like making them, and again, as I said, it YouTube is kind of my accountability partner for these weekly spreads. So the only thing that I had kept put aside for that specific week was this printable from Sissy's Art Cafe. And so I went through my box, my tin of pretty precious things, and to look for things that I could add to this. And so I am creating this cluster. I'm adding a die cut from a die cut scrapbooking die cut pack that I had in my stash. It is it's not frustrating, but it is so eye-opening when, or a reality check when you have lots of things and you see how much you actually put on a spread. It is nothing compared to the things that are in my house. Um, I have a full box of scrapbooking ephemera that you get when you purchase these scrapbooking kits. I don't know if you're familiar with them. I've been scrapbooking before I went into these creating these journaling spreads. So I last year and the year before I often added in little tiny a handful of these die cuts, and I still have the full box, and I haven't even gotten to actually going through that full box. And by full box, I mean a 12 by 12 iris case that is completely filled, um, because I have so much and it is not disappearing. So I am actually really happy about the fact that I started sending happy mail. I mean, yes, okay, for sure, I am receiving things as well. So it is not actually minimizing, but what I'm doing with all the things that I get is before I incorporate them or add them to my stash. So I get them, I put them into a bag, I number them so that I can go each week, I just pull the next number. And then after I'm done with creating the spread, I feel like I've done justice to the things that I have, that I purchased or that I received in Happy Mail. And I can really very generously go through and decide, is this something that I will actually use in the future? Or is it okay to pass it on to someone else? Lots of things are on random sticker papers. I also often just keep sticker backings and then put stickers from sheets where there's only 3 stickers left that I decide that I don't need them actually anymore. I will just put them on the sticker paper and then pass them on. And I hope that if you are someone who receives Happy Mail from me, you're not offended by the fact that I'm sending you half-used sticker sheets. It is more me giving those stickers another chance at making someone else's spread beautiful instead of like wasting their life and wilting. Is that what you call when a flower it wilts? I feel like stickers wilt too. They sit there, they have a lot of potential, and I'm not giving them the chance to bloom. So that's why I will definitely send out half-used sticker sheets. What I am so I have taken my sweet time creating this spread. I'm really in love with how this turned out, and it is very purpley, but I purple is one of my go-to colors, which is really strange. I feel like I did not pick purple, purple picked me. It suits my skin color. I have purple glasses, and I had the same frame when I picked them. There were 2 frames. One was turquoise tealish, a very dark blue-green color, and the other one was the one that I have now, purple with pinks. And I put them on, and the purple one just looked so much nicer. I looked so much better with the purple one, even though I would have gravitated towards the teal blue one, because that is probably one of my favorite, like the teal blue, the blue greens, all the different mixes that you can get from them. They're definitely my go-to colors. If I can choose, this is usually what I pick. Um, but yeah, so definitely purple picked me. When I went into my whimsical planner stickers, I found this sticker sheet from Create with Pen. I had placed an order during Black Friday, or just before, or just after, um, because I really, really like her stuff. But it turns out it seems to be really hard for me to actually use it. So when I found that I had those sheets in my sticker album, I was like, well, they have the same color scheme. They're purplish. They have the pinks and all the colors that I just used. And I was like, well, then why don't I just try to use a lot of those stickers again? Because what is the purpose? Or yes, okay, yes, I understand getting things in the mail is something exciting, and it is really fun to unpack it and look at all the things. But there is another level of excitement and fun and fulfillment for me when I actually use these things. And I know that, yes, I did not just waste my money and put it into my stash and there it wilts. No, I'm actually allowing this sticker to bloom as well right away and not sit there for ages. So, yeah, that is that. Let me talk about what else. Let me look at this spread. I I remember this was the first week that I had the idea of um, my new creators vlog, podcast, diary. I feel like the best description of this new video series would probably be a weekly creative video diary where I just keep track of what I create and what I do, what I cook, what I make every week, try to film along some of the things, and then um, post a brief, yeah, between 30 and 40 minutes is where I would like to keep it. I think that is kind of the sweet spot that I am willing to watch vlogs and these kinds of videos. So I'm trying to condense the information down to that. And I'm really, really enjoying them a lot. If you haven't watched one, maybe you want to give it a try. It's a face-to-face video where I actually talk and share all the creative things that I made. Um, I also started making. I don't know if you know this treat, chocolate covered mangoes. It's one of my favorite candies at the moment. It has been for a long time. And they have been out. I usually bought those at Costco, but they have been out for maybe almost a year, just right after the pandemic started. There haven't been any of them anymore. And so I decided that I would just purchase mangoes at another store and make them myself, melt some chocolate and cover the mangoes myself. And it worked. But then, maybe 2 weeks after I started doing this, Costco started carrying chocolate covered mangoes again. Isn't that cool? So here is my week number 2 of 2021 in my Hobonichi Weeks. I really love this challenge of using things that people send me or that are new in my stash. Hope you have a great week, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.